I'm Alec Rennick, and I previously was an engineer. I've always had a love of the sea. My father was a shipwright, and I used to help him out, handing him bits of wood and tools and all that sort of thing, and I just got really involved with it from a very young age. Oh, well, I've got to say the Henry Frederick Swan. She was our first boat to come in. We pulled her in by hand over scaffolding poles, 12 tons of her, pulling along the floor of the boat shed here. And we spent 15 years, she spent 15 years in here being restored, and she was going to be cut up and set fire to, basically. We're very proud of all of the work by volunteers. Everyone here is a volunteer. Nobody gets paid anything. It's all done voluntarily. We have got plans, of course. When we set this up, we set it up with the intention of educating. We said educating the public, and that sounds a bit sort of, oh, come on, you know. But actually, that's what we have done. But what we are doing now is we are increasing that, the learning bit, to open up to yourselves, universities, the sea cadets just along the road. We're building boats for them, or will be soon. So that's our next, if you like, that's our next step. Any wood. I love the smell of wood. Any timber, really. I think probably oak and mahogany for me. Both of those timbers. Mahogany, especially if you're going to polish it up and, you know, make it look nice. Yeah. Mahogany is definitely the one.
My name's Dave Pottinger. Been here about 9 years. Painting, basically that's what I do, is painting. And I thoroughly enjoy it. It's good camaraderie, it's a good place to go. If you're retired, want something to do, it's what I liked about it, you know what I mean? Paintbrushes. Paintbrushes and paint. That's my forte, yeah. It's all good memories. I mean, even when I go home and my family come round, I always chat on about this place, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my name's Dave Parker. I'm a retired marine engineer, and I retired early, actually, well, maybe to family matters, but however, and came down here straight away in 2005. That was when I came down here and I saw the lifeboat that was next door, heard about it on the radio, and I've been here ever since, so nearly, 20 odd years. I loved every minute of it. Absolutely fabulous place to be. I needed a project. I needed quite a large project to consume my time, if you like. And that was absolutely perfect. And joined it. I heard about it on the radio with a couple of other guys. My favourite boat is actually, I think, it's between the lifeboat here or the Royal Diadem. Now, the Royal Diadem is an old coble, sailing coble, Northumbrian sailing coble, that came in at a similar time, and that also was a complete wreck. We're recuperating now with more volunteers coming in, and with the help of guys like you, you know, that promote with filming and things. That's absolutely great. So I hope that we go from strength to strength. We've taken a slightly different tack now, in as much that the project next door is building boats for the sea cadets, but it's not over traditional method, but it's a modern method, shall we say, of using epoxy resins and things like that. The end product will be absolutely perfect. It's a very modern way of doing things. My favourite wood to work with, that's an interesting one. I think oak. I can be a bit of a romantic, if you like, when it comes to oak. Oak trees, I mean, some of them are hundreds and hundreds of years old, you know. It's a wonderful timber, it's extremely strong, very, very durable. You have to know how to work it. And you look at the tree and you look at the crooks, the way it grows, and you use those for certain parts of the boat and everything. And then, of course, if you want to oil it, or whatever you do with it, to bring the grain out for furniture or something like that, I think it's a magnificent timber to work with, I really do. I love old wooden pulley blocks because they again have been a system, maybe in an old historic vessel or something like that, worked by seamen and things like that. And those also are very, very tactile, beautiful things. When you first get something in, maybe the first reaction, and maybe that's due to lack of experience, but you look at it and you go, oh wow, this is going to be a challenge. But once you clear away the fog, if you like, and you get the paint off it, and it starts to reveal one or two issues, then it goes on, and it's a long process, a little bit of a plod, if you like. Then you start perhaps renewing pieces of wood. It's rather like when we did this. I mean, we renewed the stem, a lot of the planking, we renewed the whaleback on the top there, and once you start actually putting new timber in, that gets very, very exciting. Say you've been to a timber merchant's and you look at a massive great lump of oak or an old oak tree, and you go up there with your templates and you lay them on that piece of oak, and you think, yeah, I think that will work. And then that piece of oak then goes to the mill and through the saw, and this massive great lumps of oak gets sliced through and exposes the inside of this. And this plank falls off, and this rush of aroma, and you see the grain that you were expecting is absolutely spot on, and it's really quite emotional. And you think to yourself, do you know what? Nobody has seen inside there for maybe 250 years. Now, I might be a bit of an emotional person, but I get a kick out of that. I think if people say to me, what gives you the greatest pleasure? And I think, you know what? It's this. Sailing on that out there in the wind and everything is fabulous. Absolutely brilliant.
Sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls.
That's the favourite, yeah, sausage rolls.
Well, I've got to say the sausage roll. I mean, we do various types of sausage roll, you know, to suit the vegetarian, to suit meat eaters. You know, we master in the sausage roll environment.
Bacon sandwich, bacon and mushroom sandwich.
Bacon mushroom sandwich, that's the first difference we've had today. Everyone likes sausage rolls.
Well, we have sausage rolls, but you get a bit sick of them after a while. But I love New Orleans stomping jazz. I can listen to that all day long. Bit like that, you see.
Here's my boat. I read the letters that you wrote. And I watch from the deck and count the stars that are